Hello, fellow Marvelites. It's the Marvelous Mr. A back at you with my thoughts on this week's episode of X-Men 97. And I have to say, after everything we've been through with the X-Men, with the being scattered throughout time, Apocalypse, and Magneto, this week was a refreshing change of pace. And instead of a world-ending storyline, we got something more personal, a Wolverine-focused episode. And honestly, I loved it. What really stood out for me was getting to spend time with the other members of the Weapon X program. It made the world feel bigger and reminds us that Wolverine's past isn't something he escaped, it's something that is always chasing him. And that's amazing to see and see how he navigates that. One thing I couldn't stop noticing was, sadly, Morph. It's become painfully obvious that Morph is trying desperately to earn Wolverine's affection and approval. It's honestly kind of heartbreaking because they're willing to be whoever Wolverine needs them to be, hoping that he'll finally see them differently. Now, when we go to the Weapon X program members, we have Lady Deathstrike. I'm so glad we finally got a proper version of her. Outside of X-Men 2, where she was barely had any dialogue, she's rarely given the spotlight in animation or live action. Here, she actually feels like she's the deadly rival she should be. I also love how she immediately recognizes what's going on with Morph and could tell Morph had feelings for Wolverine. And she probably knows better than anyone that Wolverine's always struggled with letting people in. Um, and let's be honest, outside of X-Men Evolution, there's really only been one person that Wolverine consistently loves, and that's Jean Grey. And sadly, she's taken. Scott Summers, that's just it. The love triangle, let's close that. The only other thing Wolverine truly loves than that is fighting. As he's always says, I'm the best there is at what I do. And that's just becoming more and more true. And what he does is just end people. Now, next up is Sabretooth. Their rivalry never gets old. Every scene between these two feels like two brothers who absolutely hate each other, but are destined to keep crossing paths forever. Sabretooth is basically Wolverine's dark reflection, as dark as Wolverine already is, similar healing factors but completely different morals, or whatever morals Wolverine does have or has left. Seeing him here honestly makes me even more excited for Insomniac's version of him in Marvel's Wolverine. If Sabretooth plays a major role in that game, I hope it captures this same brutal rivalry. And then next among the Weapon X program members we see is Omega Red. Seeing him trapped in the test tube again immediately raised some questions for me because I was like, wait, we saw him at the end of season 1 in the finale. So what's been happening between then and now? Let's be real. Wolverine leaving him buried under the exploding building doesn't convince me that he's dead. I mean, unless we see a body, nothing is certain. I mean, no body, no proof. He's probably coming back eventually, maybe season 4, 5, 6, 7. What I really appreciate about this episode was how the Weapon X characters interacted. Even without flashback, their dialogue and their chemistry made it obvious that these people went through absolute hell together. The history is there, and you can feel it in every interaction. That said, Wolverine was kind of a jerk in this episode. He reunited everyone under the promise of getting revenge for what was done to them by the Weapon X program, only for it to really be about him getting his adamantium claws back. Kind of sucks. And it shows that Wolverine is still measuring his worth by how dangerous he is. He believes his claws are what makes him who he is, and he still sees himself as a weapon, as a monster, instead of as one of the X-Men and what it represents. That's why I'm hoping that this season becomes Wolverine's journey towards realizing that being an X-Man isn't about being the deadliest fighter in the room. It's about choosing humanity over your animal instincts. Overall, I thought this was a really strong episode, and it slowed things down, gave Wolverine some much needed character development, and expanded the Weapon X mythology in a meaningful way. I'm excited to see where episode 6 takes us, but what did you all think? Did you enjoy this more grounded episode, or were you hoping for another big action-packed story? Please let me know down in the comments below. As always, I've been the Marvelous Mr. A, and I'll catch you on the flip side.